From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Washington Commanders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bubble. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? As he just did it on that one, forcing incompletion. That'll let me get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Here's Wentz to throw. A throw left side caught here by the tight end Bates. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff for Gibson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 12. To throw is Wentz. And the Chiefs are going to get him. To Sean Wooten. Collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's a give to Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Wentz. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Gibson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
One more time with Gibson. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A couple extra tight ends are in, 3rd and goal from the 1. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down. Will keep it, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 47 yards. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go again with McKissick. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and 1, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Yellow. 43. 43.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Hey, 57, 57. Attack, attack.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. first down. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Mahomes going to throw. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, they'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On 1st down, Mahomes completes it to Hardman. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Mahomes now to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And again, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Deon Bush with a pick.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Yellow. Let's go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields this way up at the 17. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. That's an 83-yard kick return touchdown. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And it's fielded at the 34. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Wentz to throw. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Wentz. Thomas brings it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back to throw. Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw is Wentz. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Deion Bush with a pick. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. To throw is Mahomes. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Back to throw, Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And we've got a timeout. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15.